Hello and welcome back to Zielonka. Right, we have here another sort of surprise Friday episode, as it were. We've had that 3 weeks in a row. Should probably just add Friday to the bloody Zielonka schedule. But we shall see. It might not be that way forever. Anyways, we do have some more spuds going into the production here. So we will have a quick look. Nothing can be made yet, of course, nothing, because we don't have any oil, but that will soon change. This is also a bit cheaper to store it here instead of buying another sort of cellar or something like that to store it. Right, at the end of the last episode as well, I was kind of humming and hawing about what to do as far as the oil production, so I have decided on what the plan is going to be. So that little space straight across from the farmyard is perfect. So I think what I'm going to do is use that space, buy it. It's very inexpensive. It's 12,000 pounds, and with that space I will build the mill there. Now, the nice thing is, we've got loads of trees on that space as well, so in the future we can either cut them all down and replant them, or we can simply just drill a crop, I don't know. But this is the space here, so might as well just pull in to the farm and run across the road there. Right, there we are. Love this truck, by the way. Brilliant, brilliant machine. Brilliant, brilliant. Just exciting. And there is simple IC, which is always really nice. Very cool. Get that shut. Okay, so we'll just run across the street here, pardon me. So it's not fully flat. There are bits that are sort of less flat than others, but at the back here it's just loads of weeds in, and it's very flat over here. Oh, look at this, we've got a little shed as well. Ah, we can't get in. Well, that's fine, at least we... Oh, hey, look at that. Did not expect an apple there. Brilliant. Yeah, we can't get in it at all. I suppose it's just decoration for the land, which is fine. We might even use it as a forest in the future and drill that space when we cut down those trees. But nevertheless, we've got loads of trees here. If anything, we could probably cut down just enough to get another piano built. We shall see. Right, okay, I think the next thing we're going to do, well, we can turn off the interactive zones, but I think what we'll do is we'll hop into the Fiat? No, I don't know. We have to cultivate. So let's have a look. What is the best tool for the job? We've got a disc harrow, which is 150 horsepower, and we've got the Fiat, which I believe is 160, 150. Ah, okay. But we do also need to buy a drill. Anything in the sale? Nope. We'll wait till the very last minute till we need the drill, just in case it does pop up in the sale. But I've got two in mind. Initially, I wanted to use one of these two, essentially. We've got this one, which is part of Premium Expansion, which would be good to use because it's a new bit of kit. But we've also got this one, and I was kind of humming and hawing between them as well, but I think we'll go with this one just because it is the new kit. And we can run it with both of our tractors comfortably. So I think we'll grab the Fiat for this first task, which is doing a bit of cultivating. So yes, we need to combine those fields though first. I just about forgot about that. Right, so we need to get in here. Right, I mustn't forget as well that we are going to attach the ridger with the planter. I suppose that's something we could even do sooner than later. Here, I'll just stick this in front of here. Now we will be able to do a bit of actually I'll put it on the far side because we might do some fertilizing first. I don't know, haven't decided yet, but we do have the nice Amazon 42 meter spread, and that is really, really great for doing our fertilizing. So we could wait, we could do a couple passes of it later on, but first things first, I do want to get the fields combined. We've still got loads of spuds in, and yeah, that's going to be a job for the next field, which will probably be the current sunflower field, which I think would be a great idea. So let's go over here. And we do have a lovely mod that allows us to plow, really. Create fields, essentially. So I will activate that. As you can see, it does say allow create fields, even though we are in a, or using rather, a disc harrow. But it should be absolutely fine. Just go nice and clean across there. Beautiful. Very natural. Actually, I would like to have it a bit better than that. We can do better than that. Go straight across, and beautiful. That looks very good. Sort of. That's good enough, I think. There's a small bit here that is going to potentially bother me, but nah, it's fine. Right, we will get started up the side, and as I do, I will continue saying what I was saying before about the... we'll go as close as we can. We'll overlap a bit, actually, just so there's no misbits. What I was saying about the oil mill. So, we do need an oil mill. We don't need it until October, because the sunflower field is not even ready to harvest yet, but it will be in October, so we do need somewhere to store all those sunflower seeds. We don't have a silo. I have sold it because it's unnecessary faff, because we literally do not need to store anything in that silo. It would be holding a mere 12,000 litres of wheat as we speak. Speaking of, I can probably go and feed the chickens as well. Actually, they'll probably be fine till October anyway, so we'll worry about that later on. But what I was saying about the mill is I'd like to buy that space across the street there. Very, very perfect for what we want. Having it in the other field would have been all right, but it would have looked too out of place. And I feel like there it'll be nice because we've got this massive grain mill straight across, and down the way is the potato processing plant. So there are sort of, you know, similar style big production buildings nearby. So I'm not too fussed, and although those other ones are very nice, they're just not what I'm after. I really want an oil-specific production. I don't want anything that that can do all sorts of different things, because I do like very specific productions. I don't like a multi-use production, if that makes any sense. It's just something I don't want to do in the series, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever actually used the base game oil mill. I know there's an extended version of it on the mod hub, but again, I can't be bothered. I'd rather just do the simple base oil mill. We'll get the sunflowers, we'll get the canola, and potentially even some olives. But I doubt it. I doubt that. I think we'll stick to canola, as that is an actual crop that is commonly grown in Poland. Fantastic, look at that. So now we can kind of go a bit back and have a look at our map and see that these are now one field. Well, you can't really tell yet, actually. You'll be able to see it when it's all sorted, but it does look fine. So I would, in the future, I'd potentially like to put 51 and 50 together, but 50 is just not something we're after right now. 52, though, what to do with 52? Am I a bit silly to think we should do the whole bloody lot in canola? They'll have loads of canola. Well, we can't do it. We can do a barley and a wheat, but why? We're not doing any sort of here, let's just remove limit to fields, yeah, just in case. Oh no, we can't put that away. Actually, we can. We absolutely can. And I will tell you why. We can't, unfortunately, we won't be able to get away with this for putting in any potatoes or anything else, but with what we drill, we can comfortably get in there with a direct drill, which is exactly what we're going to purchase in just a hot second here. Let's get that opened up. Oh, what? Can I not... Oh, right, I forgot. I've forgotten about that. Right, we'll just leave that there for now. We really don't need it. I can't... What else could we put in? Ah. I think, you know, we could do oilseed radish in that far field. That might be a really good shout. In fact, maybe we should do oilseed radish in 52, which will give us a state of fertilizer, and then we can drill it and put in potatoes. Anyways, not something I'm too fussed on right now. What we do need to do is head to the shop, and collect our new drill, which we don't even have purchased yet. Pardon me, coming through. Pardon me, coming through. Now we do have I think that's a bag of seeds still there, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right, we should really tend to that. Oh, you know, another thing we should really look at is our soup. We kind of got distracted with the potato harvest there, but blimey, yeah, it's going to be very nice. Although it really is just starting, so we will wait till the next best. This is going up still, but that's the same price it was before. So I think if we can get away with waiting as long as possible, then I will do that. Right. Nothing. Okay, I was hoping... What is this? This is a planter, so we're not putting any of that in. And that's a forage harvest. Okay. I suppose, yes, we will use the... It's just frustrating, because, yeah, we'll use this. Because then maybe we can upgrade to the bigger Horse Pronto 6 versus the 3 if we run tired of this little one. But it's worth a try because of what it is. New kit. So we will get that purchased. Now, as I said, I'm doing that kind of purchasing with this kind of kit versus like a lease to own option, for example. If we were to get a bigger tractor in the future, I would lease to own it. Right, let's get that switched over to canola, and let's buy another bag of seed, because I reckon we will go through big bags and seed. Brilliant. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to... oh, I'm quite close now. I think I've noticed that there is a fertilizer hopper on here as well, so perhaps we should. Maybe there isn't. I didn't really look, to be honest. And I got too excited to buy it. Ah, right. There's this one. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's interesting to know. So, also does not. Well, that's fine. I think what we can do then is we will get started on this very, very soon. But it almost makes sense to do a bit of a fertilizing first, doesn't it? Over the whole thing. It'll take a matter of seconds. You know what? In fact, let's do that. Let's do that right now. And then we can get this started as well. Actually, as soon as we do the first pass, then we can actually get started. So let's get the... Here, I'll just shut the engine down for now. Let's get the Z tool and hook it up to our fertilizer spreader, and we can go and get that started. Right, we got the fertilizing done, but now, did I miss a bit? I feel like I missed a bit. Oh no, not really. Nice. Alright, well, it does say that we need to get that rolled, which I suppose we could... Oh, we do need a roller then, yeah, we'll have to buy a roller. So, maybe what I'll do is... I think, well, obviously, we should probably hop into a bit of a session with the seed drill, our brand new seed drill. I think before we crack on and get a roller, but we'll probably just get one of the sort of the base game ones. They are fairly expensive. I don't think I've added any mods in or anything, so we'll have to have a look at that. We'll just get this tucked away because we do not need this right now. Let's get it disconnected and we'll just shut the engine. Have a quick look at rollers. I always check the sales first because you just never know what's going to pop up in there. Rollers, oh, I do. So, much cheaper, 6.3 meters, that seems fairly reasonable, I think. That's what we shall purchase. Actually, I think I do remember adding this in, and it's a Polish brand. It might not be, don't quote me on that, but I wouldn't have added it in for no reason. Right, we'll just let it finish up this row, because it's doing such a good job, I don't want to interrupt it, but we'll go and mangle it a bit, just to give it a proper test. Because it would be good to do that, give it a proper test ourselves and not just let the helper do everything. We'll let the helper do some rolling, don't worry about that. We'll probably get a far distance into the process before we move on to getting the roller, but I do just want to give it a proper try and see how it goes. I don't remember how many liters we started with, but yeah, it's looking alright. It's quite nice, this. Again, yeah, it's unfortunate that it is about 3 kph slower than the other one that we could have purchased, but this gives us an opportunity to try out some new kit as well. Not too certain if we'll upgrade to the Farmette on this series. I might have some plans for it in the future, but again, not on this series. I will make absolute certain that I don't miss any bits, and if I do, I can simply return to them later on, before we roll, of course. So I'll make sure that I'm not missing any bits, because I do plan on rolling fairly soon into this drilling session. But it's good. I like this. It looks good. I honestly don't really use drills that look quite like this that often. It's usually, I mean, the one on Vintage obviously is it's quite a narrow one, but this one's quite like, it's a drill, you know what I mean? It's blimey, you know, it's big and beefy and probably weighs a lot as well, but it's doing the business, and it almost looks like it has a bit of a harrow on the front there. If anyone knows any of the logistical composition of this particular drill, or a drill like this where it does have those harrows, is that basically cultivating before we drill in? Because if so, that's pretty wicked. And it does seem to have the it's got the wheels as well on the front there near the hitch, so I wonder if that's a support or something. It must be a support, yeah, it's got to be. Oh, I've shut the engine, so that will not do. Getting distracted by the support wheels there. Right, okay, let's lower it down again now that we're fired up, and we can take off in a time lapse. Alright, well, I've clearly made a huge mess of this. I didn't realise how not straight on I was going, so the helper's going to show me up right now how much I've missed, so I will come back and get that, but yeah, you can clearly see that the 3-meter jobs are not for me, unfortunately, but fortunately for us, we do have helpers to help out. It's going to connect eventually, but it is kind of hard to watch, so I hope you enjoyed the short time lapse there. We will move over to the Z-Tour here, get it fired up, we'll have a look in the sales because you just never know. Ooh, see? Hey, that's not bad, but we just don't have any money. It does do 300 horsepower. That would have been brilliant had I had money. Now, of course, I could probably go and sell one of these tractors, the Z-Tour otherwise, but I don't know, I don't really see a point in selling them. We don't need a bigger tractor, especially since we just bought the drill that we bought, so yeah, no, we won't even humour the idea. We'll definitely be buying this one over this one. I know it's about half the size, it's yeah, nearly half, but the price is so much better, so we will do this. Let's get it a bit kitted out at very least, so put some BKTs on. Oh wow, many options. I quite like that. That's standard BKT. Lighting is unnecessary on a roller, I would say. A box for stones. Does that like hold them? Interesting. Roller type. Yes, the Cambridge rollers are absolutely fine. There we have it. We'll get this changed over so it's a bit different. Beautiful. And I think that's it. Yeah, we don't need the lights on. I mean, we could do, but we don't need it, so it's fine. It won't be going too far down the road, although it might be, so let's go for it. For £500, it's alright. 140 horsepower, so the Z-Tour should have no issues, and this we will buy outright as well. Let's make our way to the shop now. Right, helper's getting on. I will ensure that we are not... yeah, I will go back for that bit before I start rolling though, Because with the rolling, it's one, it's a very slow job. Two, it is something that we don't even really need to do. It's completely optional. But so is mulching, and I feel like I end up choosing to roll over mulch. But at 6 meters, and especially if we stick a helper on with the rolling eventually, it just seems worth the extra percentage. It always seems to give us 98%, so it's basically, I think mulching is 2%, and rolling is the final 3%. Where is mulchers here? I know it's like 2.5, but and possibly that is the case, but if there was a front-mounted mulcher, that would be pretty cool. Now these ones are alright. I mean, price-wise, that's... Oh, it's 240 horsepower there, I didn't see that. 5.8 meters. I mean, that's reasonable-ish. If there was a front 3 meter, that would be the best option. That's not front-mounted, is it? No, it's very much so rear-mounted. Oh, hello. Is that 3 meter? It is. Oh, but 150 horsepower plus... Yeah, nah. I was thinking of using it with the drill, but there's no way. We'd need a very powerful tractor for that. So there's just no way for that. But anyways, as you can see, we do have our lights on here now, so we can see where we're going. I will at least... he's already gone now. I was going to say, the helper's gone. But I really should get that bit done. I'll wait till they're at the top, or at least I get close to this, and then we can crack on with getting it all taken care of. Is that 6 meters? Oh my, doesn't look quite as wide as all that, but that's fine. Now, I don't think there's anything else. Is there anything else we need to do in this month? No, see, we need to roll, we need to drill properly, and hopefully we can get this done before the end of the month. Because if we're not doing this, then what are we doing? It's like we've hit a very slow time. Yeah, I mean, unless we're buying a new field, but the only one we can... Yeah, it's getting later in the day as well, so doing the one field is probably enough. But yeah, we will start this rolling. Another thing about rolling is I just love how the texture looks. It looks really, really good. It's a very pleasant sort of ending to all the field work. You know, you go through it and it's all stubble, or you know, whatever. Sometimes canola has that stubble on it, and corn especially. But you go through all that, then you get it re-drilled, and you got weeds in, even in, like you can see on the left there, we've got weeds in, and you just get it all done, and then at the very end you give it a nice roll, and it just looks so good. So why not? Right, I will kick off a bit of a time lapse here so we can actually get this done, and as I say, before we get to that bit that hasn't been drilled, I will ensure that it is drilled before I go and roll it. Alright, well, I think that will do for the rolling from me. I'm going to stick this on a helper as well, but I will keep a very watchful eye, because I don't want it to roll what hasn't been drilled. As you can see, the drill is getting underway, and I did clear out that bit, but blimey, look how nice that looks. Always like a rolled field. Real nice, real nice. Right, thank you, do your best. You as well, you're doing great, love, thanks very much, appreciate you. Hopefully I don't need to wait on now, it's going fine. It's going to have this different texture just because the cultivation, but anyways, what I wanted to get done and work on is over here. So I have decided that we are in fact going to purchase this little land across the way. It's perfect for our mill and potentially future other productions as well. Who knows? Now, whether or not we're going to place the mill today remains to be seen, but I am going to buy the land and just see how it looks, because maybe what we should do is place the production, because we will pull a loan for it, but maybe place the production. This looks perfect, this spot right here. Right, let's buy the here, I'm getting it out of the way, but let's buy the land and go from there. So this is going really nicely. I am hoping though that the drill can stay far enough ahead of the roller. Oh, what's happened there? Needs to be rolled. It's alright, we'll go back after it, it's fine. So 59, or farmland, whatever, 59, it's only £11,000, so that price point, I mean, okay, that's cheaper. That's about the same. Now this is just too perfect. It's too perfect. We're buying it. I know it's not got crop in or anything, so it's like, oh, why would you buy that? You know, it's blah blah blah. But as I say, it is pretty much part of the production at this point. And who knows? Maybe we'll re-drill it all as something. Anyways, now that we own it, let's see if we can place anything. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Construction. Production factory. So I have removed all the other ones, all the faff ones, because I know I wasn't going to use them. Having a spinnery, a new one, a new version of it, does give me inspiration to potentially have some sort of animal. I wonder which one. Anyways, we'll worry about that later. Just because it is a new production building as well. Here we are. So we have the oil mill, the official base game oil mill, and not enough money. That is problematic. I feel like it's going to fit right there in between these trees beautifully. Nice stalk there. Hello, stalk. All right. Right. Okay. Well, as I say, we would pull a loan for it anyways, so I think we should probably have a check on the helpers here. Yeah. What? How have you missed that? Cheeky. That is very strange that this texture is, is very similar to the drilled texture, just not quite as pronounced. Oh, it's going to be this texture anyways from the rest, so it's fine. As long as the helpers are doing it, it should be fine. It will tidy up the bits here at the end. Oh, actually, I should be very cautious. Okay, good. As long as the helper didn't struggle with drilling with these things in the way, I think it was alright. Anyways, it'll be fine. Canola's going in. So, let's have a look. What is that big field? Ooh, are we feeling particularly lucky? Oh, there's so much faff there. No, thank you. Right, I'm getting distracted. Apologies. Let's borrow. Oh, yes, we've already got our loan. Okay, we'll borrow another 80,000 because that's the price of the thing. And there we have it. Now we can run over here. Oh, didn't check the way. Don't want to get hit by a car. There goes the end of our farming career for now, if we did. Right, so if it does fit nicely there, then maybe we can put a small track in from the production down to sort of here, and then we'll have like that track almost straight through, and then maybe we could get rid of that tree. I quite like this one. This one's a bit smaller, maybe that one there, and see if we can get 5,000 litres of planks from all that. So let's just move to the side and open up the menu again. Productions, factories, oil mill. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We can place it right there. Okay, so 80,000. That means that it's fairly level then. What? I'm just trying to see. Everywhere else has a tree in somewhere involved. Oh, there's a small bit there. I'm just very curious to see how much it would be elsewhere, but I don't think there is anywhere else it can go. It's pretty much right here. So, alright, let's try and line this up as nicely as we can do. I will enable interactive zones just because here, and we'll get off here just to check. Productions. Oh, nope, factories, we were there. Right, so yes, nothing can be put there, there, or there. It's pretty much just right there. Right in this sort of space. Unless there's a tree, a very simple cut down tree, but I feel like that's perfect. Here, let's get it nice and straight. Use the fence to our advantage. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, how can we fit it nicely? There is a tree there. That little tree, is that the only thing causing us issues? It doesn't have to be right up against the fence, I suppose. Let's say we go... Oh, let's tuck it in here. Yeah, there you go. So, how about... Okay, we don't need to come that far back. What if it's like right there? I wonder if that's okay. Sorry, I'm a bit funny when it comes to stuff like this. How have I lost my angle? Blimey. Okay. Right tucked in there. We've got access to the pallets, access to everything. Let's just place it. You ready? Boom. Placed. It's not that out of touch, really. I mean, it is a big, massive production building, but it doesn't look like it doesn't belong, if that makes sense, you know? And oh, thank goodness, look how flat that is. On the sides it's a bit off, but that doesn't matter. It's probably because of the tree. But there is a tree here as well. We can probably cut that down. It might just disappear. But yeah, that's alright. This one can go. Let's check around the back. Although the back doesn't matter. We have nothing to do with the back anyways. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Oh, that's lovely, that. That's absolutely lovely. Absolutely perfect. Very pleased about that. So, we will confirm all the things we can grow, make, rather. Yeah, see, the other production, it had all these 3 plus 1,000 other ones, and it just looked very convoluted. I want to keep my production chain menu very clean, if I can do. Possibly adding only one more, but we shall see. Right. Sunflowers, canola, and olives. So we will be getting loads of that in, and eventually even more of that. But it is a 2-to-1. Oh no, wait. 2-to-1 for both. Yeah, 2-to-1 for both. Oh, many less cycles, eh? Yeah, these two are very similar, but we will do both. That is brilliant. Now, what's going on here? We still... Alright, it's going to catch up, so we might have to stop the roller. Actually, I can even stop him and do some of that over the side there. Yes, when it reaches the end here, I'll stop it. But anyways, here, I think we could probably do without this tree. What? Oh, does that mean it's gonna... Oh. Right. Oh, alright. Right, well, we can also put a path in. But I do want to... Okay, what we'll do is let me just touch up some of the rolling that has to be done here. And once we let the drill get a bit of a farther head start, we can switch it back over to a helper. Alright, well, as you can see, we are looking at the oil mill here from above, because I do want to sort of get a bit of a path in here, and I think this tree will be a part of the going process, going away, being taken away. Let's look at the painting options, because there are a few that I think, I don't know... I believe this is asphalt. This must be asphalt here. We do have dirt, flagstones, forest ground, animal mud. I'd like to speckle in a bit of gravel into the asphalt after, but I think we can start with that and kind of, yeah, we'll bring it down, because we'll keep that, but then we'll bring it down around the sort of to a point versus having it, yeah, and then I think like that should be good. And then have it like that. Sort of a bit of a drive, you know, like a drive up sort of thing. If we go like that. And then we can kind of curve it down as well. There we go. Kind of open it a bit at the entrance as well. I think that's alright, that. Actually, we kind of bottlenecked ourselves a bit there, but here can we... Yeah, very nice. And we'll just clean this up as well. Oh, bloody tree. Through me. It's alright, we're going to cut that tree down anyways, but in just a second. There we go. I think that's fine for now. We can add our own sort of flavour to it later on. This little bump might be problematic, but it's fine. I do have ideas for pallet transportation anyways in the future, which does not necessarily include using a forklift, so that's exciting. Alright, we'll get this here cut, and we'll get that stump removed out of the concrete. Get that bit as well, and we should be able to... Nice. So I'll just run this, pardon me, excuse me. Try and hit me with your car now while I'm carrying a tree. See how well that goes for you. Right, we'll throw it... Well, throw it over here. And we'll find the thing. There we are. Oh, right, it's right here somewhere. Sell wood, and... Nice. Barely anything, that's a shame, but that's alright. To be expected, at least. Right. Oh, I do like this. I like this as a shed. I'm very pleased about this as a shed. Might as well fire up the production at the very least. The nice thing is, as well, is that if we, with all of our... I mean, I think it would make more sense to do planks and then pianos. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. But look at our lovely little trees. We can still walk through them, though, or sort of over them. But yes, this will be very nice. Perhaps we'll do the same sort of thing over here. But we do have some trees that we can, I guess, benefit from. But I quite like them. I quite like this the way it's set up. It's very... It seems very appropriate. That's going to bother me, though, a bit. Let's see if we can just do that very quickly as well. Soften a bit. Let's just see how that looks once we've softened it. I don't know if that's done anything. Not really. It's fine. I don't want to level or anything, so it might make a big mess of it. It could be because the tree is there as well. So if anything, that tree could go, but we'll get loads and loads of wood out of that. So possibly we will. I just want to have one quick look before we crack on to finish up the rest of the field work. Right, so that's the space that's not currently occupied by a random shed or a production. So is that space worth drilling in anything? Maybe grass? Maybe. We shall see. Right, the help is getting on really nicely, so I think we'll hop back down to earth there and crack on with it. Alright, well, we are just returning back to the farm now with the drill, as the helper is all done. And yeah, this is definitely going to have to go in our other shed here. What I'd like to do now, so the other helper is cracking on with the rolling. I figured since I already did a bunch of rolling and drilling in this time lapses in this episode, so I think we'll do something a bit different, which is a bit of logging. Not very much, just a very simple job that needs to happen, but it is definitely worth it. So, over by the oil mill, which I mentioned 2 seconds ago that I wasn't certain if I was going to keep this tree or get rid of this tree. Well, I've decided to cut it down. I haven't cut it down yet, but I am going to cut it down. So what I'd like to do, these trees are fine. The height, see the height there? I did test with the other truck, as you can see. I drove a bit in. Yeah, the height is fine on these trees. I really like them as an entrance to the area, but this big tree here, as beautiful as an oak as it is, I think it'll look better as a piano. Not only that, but we do have so many trees coming in as well, and I really don't like this bump. It'll just make it a bit difficult for loading pallets. So yeah, we're going to cut this tree down, and let's try and do it so that it lines up nicely for the winch, so that way ideally, and then we might be able to level that a bit easier as well. So we'll get as much of it as we can, since of course we are going to be removing the stump. Watch yourself. A very big stump. Now there's no little bits remaining. Okay, good. Excellent. Right, well let's... we don't really need to delimit, but we will get close to it. Oh, I think the Zeta is finished now, which is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that's quite the bump there, isn't it? Okay, that's probably close enough. Let's get this turned on. Oh, no, it's Y and B. Aha, there we go. Fantastic. So we'll lift that up. Oh, no, it's already lifted. Right, that's fine. Look at that. No problem at all. Put the beacons on, though, because we are about to Oh, can we get through here with the trees? As I said, the entrance is lovely and very, very well worked, but oh yeah, no problem at all. Now again, getting it into here might be potentially problematic, but we'll try. Oh, nope. Right, so this is the only downside to the way I've built the sawmill, is that sometimes you can't get in with what you need. I'm going to try and see if it's close enough. I might have to come in around the side. No. To be expected. Right, we can definitely turn the beacons off now. Oh, am I making a right mess of the eggs there? No, not quite. Sorry, chickens. At least I'm giving the chickens a show as well. They do get a bit of the crop work in view there when sitting where they are, but I think if I can turn in this way... Oh, this is... Yeah, I might have to fix this because that's a bit of a bump there, but I think that's enough. Can't quite get to the spot. Nice, brilliant. Look at that, 5,000 litres of wood. Now I know that's not going to convert directly from 5,000 litres of wood to 5,000 litres of planks, but it sure is. Actually, it's going to produce enough. Based off the very quick maths I've done here, 208 wood to 280 planks. So if anything, this should be more than 5,000 litres of planks. So that is very good news if that's the case, because then that means that we have a piano currently in the works again, which is fantastic. And now we've got all those trees. I think I overdid it with the trees, I'm not going to lie. I think having 40... But I mean, we don't have to cut them all down either, which is very nice. A nice thing to remember. Right, we'll tuck that there, and just before... we might as well get this all put away. Let's have a look though at the field, ensure that it is properly done. It looks fantastic. There's a couple of bits there that the drill must have missed, but it's fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing needs to be rolled. No, it just needs a re-coat of fertilizer, which we can do in the next month. That's absolutely fine. 52 as well. I think we'll get the drill into 52 and put in some oilseed radish, because it's been a very long... I actually can't remember the last time that I ever did oilseed radish in FS22, primarily because of precision farming. It doesn't really work with precision farming, or at least if it does, I don't know how it does, but we're not using precision farming on this series, so it's a good opportunity to put in some oilseed radish, and it's very likely that I'll do the same in... is it 91? Can't remember. I think it is 91. But yes, we'll probably do the same with that as well, just to ensure that we do have a nice fertilized crop. Right, so I do need to be a bit more sensible about... I might put another one of these sheds in along the chickens. But I mean, we do have space for everything. But yeah, it's just a matter of maneuvering things around. But yes, that will do us for this episode. It's been very action-packed, of course, as all these Zielonka episodes seem to be. And by this time, I think I would have decided that yes, in fact, we are doing 2 days a week now with Zielonka. This might not continue on for I don't know. I really don't know. We might do 2 a day. Oh, hello. Don't need a flat battery. Come on. There we go. It might remain 2 days a week until the end of the series. I haven't fully decided yet. The making it 2 days a week was kind of a quick decision as well, based on the fact that I'm just having too much bloody fun with it. Too much fun. One last thing we can actually do before is feed the chickens. Just get a nice little chicken feeding session in the dark with our wheelbarrow here. It's very nice. Here we get a bit of view. Actually, not really. Beautiful views all around, to be honest. Hello, chickens. Are you hungry? Yeah, you must be. Alright, here you go. Right, that's fine. We can collect it with... I never remember what it is. Start charging. Control Y. All done. Right, there we have it. Just tuck that here for now. Shouldn't snow overnight, and we can top them up in the morning. Right, we'll leave in view with our beautiful shed and potato harvester and all that, ready to be used next year. Ah, that is a shame that we have this thing now, and we can't really use it until this time again next year, which is fine. Oh, we could put the shed lights on. There we go. Oh, that's moody. Like that. That's a good view. Right, we'll leave it in view with that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the channel. And, oh, right, of course, we have our new oil mill. Actually, we should have a look at it without the tree. I was getting very excited to sign off there with our... Whoop, that was close. Here we are. Beautiful. Look at that. Right, well, there we have it. This is a great way to end the episode with the beautiful oil mill in view. And look at that sunset. And we'll get that view in. Right, well, once again, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Really does help out the channel. And please subscribe. And let me know, are you enjoying Zielonka? Are you enjoying watching the series? Are you enjoying playing it? Have you used the new crops on other maps? Because that is possible and would be quite fun as well. So please let me know. Until the next one, please do take care. And bye for now.